Hey, what's happening, friends? Dylan Nonaka here with the agency team Hawaii and your August market report. We're going to take the statewide data from all the different islands and show you what's going on in the market. I'm going to focus in on two key data points on all the different islands, and that is number of homes for sale and number of homes that did sell. And there's some interesting trends going on in the market. Last month we talked about how there was the lowest number of sales in the state for every single island. It was the lowest number of sales in like the last 2 years, and so very, very slow market in June. And so now we're going to be looking at the data from the month of July and seeing what happened. Did that trend continue? Did sales go up? Did they go down? So we'll jump in and take a look at all of the data. So the first island we're going to look at is the island of Kauai, and the big thing here, and we're looking at active listings, and I'll show you this for the Big Island also, is on the island of Kauai. There's currently 432 active properties for sale. The last time there was that many active listings on the island was back in April of 2001. So it's been many, many years since we've had that many active listings. It was actually in the 300s for the last couple of years. So active listings are creeping up. There is more inventory, but it is still historically very low if compared to the pre-COVID years. And if we look at the number of homes that are selling, this is where we looked at last month. There was a very, very low number. So in all the islands, we had one of the lowest number of homes sold in the last 12 months. Kauai was about there. So 58 sales in the month of June. The month before that, there was 78, right? So not a big difference because it's only like 20 something, but on Kauai, there's not a ton of activity, but 58 was very low. If you look at the rest of the year, some of the other low months were 53, 56, but bumped back up to 65 in July. So a little pickup in the market. So that continued trend of low number of sales did not continue. And so now we're going to jump over to the Big Island and see what's happening over on the Big Island. And same thing on the Big Island. If we look at the number of active properties for sale, there was number just came up. 2185 is the number of listings that are on the market at the moment. The last time we had that many listings on the market, it was January of 2001. So even longer than Kauai to have that many active listings. So we are higher in terms of inventory than we've been for a very long time. But historically, if you look pre-COVID, there was 3,500 to 4,000 properties on the market in the years leading up to COVID. So still very, very low historically if you look at it in a longer time scale, but just the highest that we've seen in like over 3 years. And then on the number of homes that sold on the Big Island, same thing like Kauai. We saw this big drop off, 334 in June, but that jumped back up to almost 400. So 392 homes sold in the month of July, and kind of the average of where we were the whole year. So July was pretty much an average month for the last 12 months for a number of homes sold. And then we're going to go to the island of this is Maui next, and number of homes for sale on Maui. We've been seeing that climb. That's been the trend that's been going on for really since we bottomed out in August of 23. And there's been a steady climb in inventory going up, and we are now at 1,064. So inventory continues to climb on Maui, but conversely, the number of sales that are happening continues to be very, very low. So only 123 sales on the island of Maui in July. And we see that even in June, it was low at 126, but we got even lower. The very bottom was 100 sales back in November of 2023. But Maui historically very, very low in terms of number of sales. This is the last 12 months, so we are below average for the number of sales on Maui. And then jumping over to Oahu, same thing, like all the other islands, inventory continues to rise. So we are now at 2,859 properties for sale on the island of Oahu. That is higher than it's been all year for the last 12 months. So steady rise in the number of homes for sale. And if we look at closed sales, again, we saw that dip last month to 646, and then it jumped back up to 691. So kind of average. We look at the last 12 months in terms of the number of homes that sold, but still very, very low historically. And we're seeing that trend continue with inventory going up, but number of homes staying low. Overall, median price is not going down across all of the islands. So if anybody's waiting for a price crash, that's not really going to happen. It's just turning into more of a balanced market where you don't have as much buyer activity, and we're starting to get a little bit more inventory, which is a good, healthy thing for the market. So as always, if you have any questions, you want to dive deeper into your sub-market on the island or get an analysis of what your home is worth, you can always reach out. There's a link in the description to book a meeting. Make sure to like the channel and you'll get updates when all of these new videos come out. We put out new content every week about real estate in Hawaii. And as always, appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys with next month's market report. Aloha.